Guys, this is our store for our merch. It is on Etsy. We have hoodies, we have pet beds, we have stickers, t-shirts, hats, more t-shirts. We even have the face masks that everybody needs. Oh, come on. Fix. You gonna fix? Why is it all blurry? We got beanie hats, we got hoodies, we got varsity jackets. These are all new to our channel, guys, to our new one. We have coffee cups, we have stainless steel travel mugs. And they are in two different logos. And we have the shower curtains and the boots. So if anybody would like to check out our merch, it is on Etsy. I'm not sure if you guys know what Etsy is. It is online on Heather and Manny. Look for this logo and that on the billboard in the back. You will always see us with some hot ass merch. So come check it out, guys. Happy Valentine's Day. So, since I made Manny chocolates yesterday, we done and ate those. So, while he's at work, I'm going to make him a new batch, but something different. I had made some brownies yesterday. See? Some nice brownies. You're going to take a brownie, and you're going to cut into little pieces like this. Okay? See? I got a bunch of little ones.
We search far and wide to bring you deals
and then
you won't find anywhere else.
You take
so sign up
your... Get out of here! Excuse my cat.
For a small window of time.
Then you take the empty ones. See? They're all empty. And you're going to put one in each.
So let's continue making our community safer by helping capture more most wanted fugitives in the justice net.
When you think of the South, you don't necessarily first think of a salad. But the South has a really great tradition of amazing greens, like collard greens, chicory. So I took those flavors and decided to do something.
So you all know I love my husband very much, huh?
So I had some arugula, frisee,
that I do.
And all of these bitter flavors.
11 years this year.
Bacon and
I would never imagine in a million years
could not be easier.
that I would have a husband. Better yet, 11 years?
You can have as much or as little, whatever ingredients you like.
That's a very long time, I think.
And the fun thing here too is that they all
especially,
have
you know,
flavor, a little bit of pepperiness.
For me anyways. Izzy, stop that. Izzy.
Just adds beautiful color.
No matter how much you have for your animals, they still want to call on everything.
Now I'm going to add my bacon, which I
don't
love.
mind
like
my shirt.
It's a great counterpoint to the really strong green flavor.
It's all dirty and shit. My bad.
And then I have some toasted walnuts, just for some crunch and a really lovely nutty flavor. Next, I'm going to drizzle this with a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette. You can buy it or you can make it at home just using a 3-to-1 ratio. So 1 part balsamic, 3 parts olive oil. And you want to add the balsamic vinaigrette or any vinaigrette right before you're serving it because the...
Yeah, as I'm doing this, I'm actually watching a cooking show. If you can hear it.
Using too much, just
I watch it all day long.
I'm just going to mix it together until it's all coated.
Now you clean up your mess.
My salad is dressed, so it's time just to put it all together.
Hold on 1 second.
Pile right in the middle. Make sure there's plenty of the good stuff. The walnuts and bacon.
See?
Oh, it looks so beautiful next to all the other food. It's so colorful
now,
and bright.
You gotta take the morsels. Morsels. See?
And I know it's
a little bit morsels.
I think it is so delicious, especially with the potatoes and the bacon.
And you put them in a pot.
Crumble this on.
I prefer non-stick.
At the very end.
Oh, you're gonna be making one big chocolate bar. and you put the flame on medium high, just so it can melt, you know?
Beautiful and so ready to eat. I can't wait to
Okay. You take a fork.
That is so good.
It is freezing outside today, huh, people?
It's the perfect balance to my rich and creamy shrimp and grits.
It is really, really cold.
This is just a great meal that really highlights all the flavors of the South. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to tune in next week for more inspiring recipes on Facebook.
Or you can put it in the microwave. I said about 2 minutes, so it could be fully melted.
What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers.
You gotta make sure it's fully melted. Izzy, get down.
Call toll-free at 1-800-500.
My animals are very, very rude. They don't care what you are doing.
So call
Or
toll-free at 1-800-500.
they just don't care. They got some nerves.
My mom has a cell phone. She actually enjoys using it. It's just fun. It's so easy to use. It has big buttons and a powerful speaker.
And with great Paul's exclusive 5-star service, one touch and you'll be immediately connected to 5-star agents who can confirm your location and get you the help you need.
Several stars.
See, you melt it. You melt it down. And just stir it.
Twice the monthly minutes for life. At Best Buy,
Mind you, I'm just still doing all this, being numb on my right side from my waist to my face.
What you think? Please answer the questions about what you like and what you don't on our new
When you're a strong person and you want to survive, you're going to do whatever it takes to survive, you know? My husband said he had to go do some work outside. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's done. Okay. Then you take a small spoon and you start adding the things to it.
Today on Food for Thought, I'm making dishes for a dinner party. A braised chicken with garlic and fennel is a hearty one-pot meal. With roasted cauliflower and a quinoa tabbouleh on the side,
You
there's always
just
plenty
take
to go around.
some chocolate
Be sure to save room for dessert.
and put it right on top.
Dinner parties are already super stressful, so I hope these recipes and tips will make your next one a stress-free one. First, I have my really delicious braised chicken. This is chicken that does not dry out on you, and you can let it simmer away while your guests get served. I love braising. It's the best of both worlds in cooking. First, I'm going to saute my chicken so it gets a really crisp golden brown skin. Then, I'm going to cook it in some liquid with a lot of really beautiful flavors. So I end up getting a really moist, delicious, succulent chicken that will never dry out. Let's get started. So first, I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to the bottom of the pan. And while this warms up, I'm going to season my chicken. So just sprinkling some salt
Wonder why I'm so
on
fat.
my cut up chicken. And what I like about this is if you buy a whole chicken and just have the butcher cut it up for you, it makes it a lot less expensive than buying the individual pieces. Some pepper, and I like a really well seasoned chicken, so don't be shy. I'm going to make sure to get both sides. Okay, my chicken is all seasoned, so now I'm going to put it into my pan skin side down. I'm being really careful to make sure that my chicken is not overlapping. There's plenty of space between each piece. The reason why is I want really golden brown crisp pieces of chicken. If they're overlapping, they kind of steam. So if you have to do this in 2 batches, go for it. When my chicken cooks, I'm going to wash my hands. Okay. My chicken is beautiful, perfectly golden brown. But remember, it is
Hope
not
you all are
liquid.
watching
I
me.
still have
Just take a little bit, you know, and
So
just
I'm going to get started on those ingredients.
pour it on top.
I have all of my ingredients set up to make a really
It was good
flavorful and
is when you're
delicious
making
broth. So first,
with chocolate.
ingredients.
You get it on your finger, you lick it right off.
And now I'm going to add my fennel. And I love fennel, especially with chicken or with seafood. It has a really light anise
I hope
flavor.
you don't come home while I'm doing this. I'll be so
I
mad.
think is so nice in these dishes.
It seems like every time I'm doing something for him, he
He
walks right in the door like, hello.
Barely golden brown and really
Like, what the
soft.
hell are you
So
doing
I'm gonna add
home?
my garlic,
He's like, I live here.
and I'm adding quite a bit of garlic.
I know that,
The
funny
reason why is
ass.
that The garlic is going to really cook down in the braising liquid and have
Like,
more
seriously,
of a
what are you
sweet,
doing
roasty
home?
flavor. It's so good.
You always come home at the wrong
So
time.
everything looks really delicious. It smells
says, "Oh,
ridiculous
excuse
in
me."
here. I'm gonna add my thyme.
I said there's no
Quite a bit.
excuses.
And I'm just adding the full sprigs, no need to chop it. And the reason why is that the leaves are going to come off of the sprig. And they impart this really beautiful, just really delicious, earthy, butterbacious flavor. It's so good with
Well,
chicken.
this is how you make your own
Well, this
Valentine's
looks
stuff.
great. So now I'm going to add a cup of walnuts. And these are from our sponsor, Diamond Nuts. And the reason why I'm adding halves rather than chopped walnuts is the walnuts are going to get very tender in the broth. And so if they were chopped up really small, they would completely break down. And I want to be able to take a bite. So now I'm going to saute these until they get coated in oil and they start to smell really nutty and kind of toasty. And now I'm going to add a cup of white wine. And what the white wine is doing is it's deglazing the pan, which means all of those wonderful little brown bits from browning the chicken and sauteing the onions, all of those are going to lift up from the bottom of the pan and add so much flavor. And so I'm cooking off the wine. I don't want it to taste winey. I just want to have that really beautiful residual flavor. So I'm just going to bring it to a simmer and let all of the alcohol burn off. Next, I'm going to add
Let's see
my
what
broth.
Manny brings me home
Add
today.
quite a bit.
He usually
And it
brings
just
me
adds
home
a really
something.
wonderful flavor to this entire dish. And this really makes up the base of the liquid that we're going to braise the chicken in.
Why should I buy stuff when I could just make it myself?
Well, everything looks great. I've deglazed
And then you can actually say this came from the bottom of your heart.
So now I'm going to add my
Because you made it yourself.
pot, add the lid, and let this simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes. The great thing is that it heats up really well, so it's something great to make ahead of time while your guests arrive. So my chicken has been cooking for about 30 minutes, so it's fully cooked through. So I'm going to give the broth a taste to see if that needs to get salted at all.
Yeah, I cook every day. Well, bake every day.
That's really tasty.
It's good
So
money.
This actually doesn't need a lot of salt because I'm using chicken broth, which already has quite a bit in it. And also, if you want to reduce this so you get a saucier liquid, it tastes saltier the more you reduce. So definitely be careful with how much you season this. So I think this is absolutely great. It's going to go amazing with the other dishes I'm making today. When we come back, I'm making a rustic side dish. My roasted cauliflower topped with roasted salsa verde.
Now there's a brand new way to get that camera-ready Hollywood look right at home. Introducing Mineral Air, the first cordless airbrush in the world.
How's it look?
Mineral Air delivers a seamless, buildable layer of foundation for a flawless finish, covering blemishes without a caked-on appearance.
Looks good, right?
Someday, in an instant, seamlessly making melasma disappear, erasing.
And that's how you make. Then you put it in the freezer.
In seconds. Unlike thick, heavy foundations, the Mineral Air airbrush delivers a perfect thin layer of micronized mineral spheres for breathable coverage that won't clog your pores. And now Mineral Air is on sale. Regularly $29.95 to try. You can now try it before you buy it for 30 days for just $19.95. And we'll even ship it to you for free. Hollywood's top makeup artists have all switched to airbrush technology, but their expensive devices are nearly impossible to use.
Alright. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I showed you how to make your own Valentine's Day chocolate. I love you all. Bye.